Hello, welcome to Monkey Comic News, where we talk about your lady books. This is news for you.
Last weekend was C2E2, aka Chicago Comic Entertainment Expo in America, aka It's Too Cold to Finish Joke, so I know write it.
Marvel Comics wants to spend less money on character movies like Kazar and other people. In other news, please give us your money. We do not have any.
At C2E2, Marvel Comics announced new X-Men #1. Too many X-Men #1s already, but this one featured X-Men vs. Vampires. Sometimes the setup is the punchline.
DC has new cartoon, Young Justice, featuring Superboy and Wonder Girl. In other news, I do not have time to care about cartoons. I am working too hard on farm.
Rupus could pay for cable if they give it to us.
Yet.
In September, Archie Comics introduced new gay character in Veronica #202. The gay character's name is Archie.
In other news, bread lines are too long. People are starving. People are eating comics. Worst tasting comic, Captain Carrot. Is not food, is rabbit.
Rabbit is food though.
You cannot catch. Legs are too weak.
Perhaps we join Jamie to tell us about catching food.
Oh, hi kids. Look, it's Dr. Konrad Smirnov here to talk about books you cannot buy because you are too poor.
Here is list of customers you must liquidate.
Da.
Oh, hi there.
Let's do it.
Okay. This week, Brightest Day, reaching its full potential as a comic book story arc again. I liked Justice League. I thought the art was just top notch. I like Mark Bagley. I am not used to this quality of art from him, but it was entertaining. A lot of characters I'm not familiar with. This new Starman innovation, and then having Congo Bill introduced into the group. It's going to have a ways to go, but everything else works for it. Brightest Day, Green Lantern. New Guardians. Nobody seems to be guarding anything.
I like Red Lantern. He is red like bastard communist blood.
Okay, speaking of non-communists, this is one more in the story arc wrap-up with Siege. This takes the fake Spider-Man, which is of course Venom, to his natural conclusion, and it has to be a one-on-one with Spider-Man and Spider-Man's new love interest. Next up, Ultimate Avengers. Great stuff. This permutation of Red Skull as Steve Rogers' actual son has this thing going directions. I was sure they just were tired of everything else and they had nowhere else to go with this. But this actually worked out. The Red Skull is nothing more than a thug who has aspirations of greatness for the express purpose of venting his childhood angst about his broken family.
I like cover. Fat Americans getting theirs. But why German? More Russian.
Let's Russian right over here to this thing. I'm sorry I even ordered many copies of this book. Captain America Who Won't Wield the Shield is an in-house farce with writers and editors and everybody else poking fun at each other in little vignettes that introduce a character that never needed to be in the Marvel Universe. Existed in the 60s, Irving Forbush is back, I don't care. The only entertainment value this had was the Golden Age Deadpool at the end, as far as I was concerned. And then finally, something for the kids. Well, I mean, it is family values, right? This is David Lapham. Everybody who is a hardcore indie comic book fan remembers David as the author of Stray Bullets back in the 90s. He's taken over for Garth Ennis. His script carries the same flavor of just horror and new ways to shock readers with visual and content, bar none. There seems to be no limits to where they're going to go with this title in self-abuse, destruction, and general perfidy.
Haha, jokes, goulash. Let's talk to Tammy about more books you could read.
Comic book have a rich history of Russian character. I tell you about every single one of them. First we have Black Widow. Will be in movie this year played by sexy Scarlett Johansson. Not Russian. He's Swedish or some shit, who knows. Colossus in X-Men, he's big Russian guy, turned into metal. Rocket Red, he is Rocket Man, he is in back of this comic cover, he's never in front. We have KG Beast, who have tiny panties, no pants, and the NK Devil, who I have never heard of before. Crimson Dynamo, he like Iron Man from Russia. Red Menace is offensive to me. I don't like it. Now, you know who is not Russian? Red Sonja.
This week, Comrade Lenin says you buy this book.
The Losers. Is movie coming out?
Yes.
But we will not get it here.
No, last movie we got 16 candles.
And they took out 7 candles.
8 candles is Russian masterpiece.
There would be 9 candles.
What is book about?
Book is like A-Team show that is currently on Russian television. It's like that, but better.
With sexy lady.
Yes, have sexy lady, have other characters.
Many ethnicities.
American cowboy, glasses man, is a very good. Action, explosions. It's like real life in Russia. Goodbye now.
We are drunk. Goodbye. I'm so sorry we did this.
Yes, I have much regret.